Hello, beautiful people. Are you aware of your breath? Are you aware of your heartbeats? Are you aware that success is inevitable? Yummy. Well, we are going to get started here. We are going to pay attention to our breath and our heartbeats. And also your space. What's going on in your space? Does it feel conducive to focusing on you and your body today? So we're going to talk about our title in a minute. We should get some purple color here today. Just focus on you. So Delta 8, I tried for the first time last night. And I wanted to talk a little bit about my Delta 8 experience today in class because I had never tried Delta 8 before. And there's been a lot of talk on the town about it being a lot different than CBD. Blessings, Patrick. So, by the way, if you want to hear more about Delta 8, I am putting on a hemp event, Hempdemic, next weekend. You gotta come. You don't want to miss this. And there will be a speaker. I just announced this on Facebook. Breland is going to talk about the difference between Delta 8 and Delta 10. And I'm going to tell you a little bit today about the difference between Delta 8 and CBD as we have class today. So what I'm doing right now is I'm holding my Qi, and you find a way for you to hold your Qi as we talk today. Keep yourself contained. Feel your buttery, beautiful energy, however it feels today. Just get more and more in touch with it. Now, some of you might not have even tried CBD. And I'm sure some of you have tried all kinds of cannabis products out there. So what I do, which a lot of people don't do, is I combine the medicine with my Qi Gong. So I just don't do it just to feel good or like as, an escape or anything. I see how it gets me more in touch with my body. And I do feel like Delta 8 got me more in touch with my body as I tapped into Qi Gong with it last night. I felt like I could literally, how I say sometimes in class, talk to your organs, talk to your body. Like even right now, what hurts you right now? Talk to this part of you and get on its level. You know how when you talk to a kitty cat or a dog, you go down, and otherwise you might be scaring it by being so up here. So you come down to their level. Not that they're on a lower level, but going into your body is similar to that, like getting on the level of your organs. How are your organs vibrating? How is your neck muscle vibrating right now? So you come out of your ego, you come out of your perspective, and you go into the perspective of this part of you, whether it's a shoulder pain, whether it's an organ, and just go into that area. And I felt like when I took some Delta 8 last night, that I literally could hear and see what different parts of my body were going through on a certain level that I haven't achieved, that I don't achieve all the time in Qi Gong, maybe sometimes. I don't like shortcuts. So I just think it's fascinating that we have these receptors in our body that can connect with some plants that cause us to open up to these awarenesses. And when it happens, it's good to connect with that and use that to further your connection with your body. It also slowed me down a lot. That's why I'm calling it a hangover. Like, it made me very, very tired. But I think that's different for everyone. I think I am someone who goes and works, and I probably need to slow down. So it was like, slow down, listen to this deeper area of your body right now and find the truth. Because I think our natural tendencies are to get scared of what's going on with our body. Oh my God, I need to go to the doctor. Something weird is happening in my body. I feel a weird pain. I feel this, I feel this. And it can be scary because it's like we're like, what's going on with our body? But I feel like we also know what's going on if we slow down and tap in and really listen and say, what are you doing now? Why are you doing this? What do you need? Do we need to go to the doctor, or do we need to just rest? And sometimes you do need to go to the doctor, and sometimes you do just need to rest. So it's important to get more and more in touch with your own confidence about what your body is telling you and listen more and more and more. So yes, I think Delta 8 can be used as this tool to connect with your body. Slow down and enjoy things more. I also created a meal last night, and I do feel like this Delta 8 helped me to enjoy making it instead of how I might be like, oh gosh, I'm eating so late, because I had a full day. Why am I cooking so late? It's going to take so long. But it helped me to just kind of like relax into it and just not be in my head so much. I don't know if I get that with CBD as much. Fascinating things out there. So let's get in touch with our rhythms, our spirals, our water, our flow, our dry areas, our humid areas. Where do you feel choked out, and where do you feel nice and full and fluffy? And just be aware. And thank you, everyone, for taking a moment and sharing this with your friends and loved ones so that they can join us here for class today. And thank you for the thumbs up. Get in touch with what it is that you need today in class. What questions do you have about your body? Kindness to self, yes, Patrick, and also allowing yourself to feel pleasure in just little everyday things that you do. We tend to make things more stressful than they are sometimes, especially if we're being self-critical or self-doubting or scared. So come up with an intention for class today. What do you need today? And this class will be catered just for you and everyone else who's watching. My name is Aviva. My intention is to be here for you today, to feel pleasure in mundane chores, and to feel that smile. If you're ever in a moment where you can smile, smile. That's the other thing I want to share today. Why not? If you can smile, smile. Smile on your heart. Smile on your tummy. A real smile, not a fake smile. Get in touch with that inner joy and smile. Smile on your liver. Smile on your heart. Smile on your spleen. Smile on your shoulders. Smile on your upper back. Smile on your intestines. Smile on your eyes. We're going to do some eye stuff today. Smile on your nose. Smile on your ears. Smile on your wrists. Can you push that smile out? Sometimes it's so hard, it feels like giving birth. There it is. Feel that smile. Push it out. All right. Jabri says his name is Jabri and his intention is to be here with you today and to feel his energy today. And he would like to focus on his arms, his strong arms, and his feet today. And Patrick Murphy says much love to all. And his intention for today's class is his piriformis muscle isn't all fluffy. So fluffing up is what is what. All right. Thank you for doing Qi Gong. Thank you for being here, Life Goals. All right. So, any other intentions for class today as I sip my inevitable success? I think sometimes people feel CBD and sometimes they don't, and sometimes people feel Delta 8 and sometimes they don't. And another thing that reason why I'm calling it as a hangover is because I felt almost like flattened out in a way. Like here I am, Aviva, 3D. And that kind of like opened up so I can see myself spread out. So I also had to today pull myself back in and be like, okay, let me focus now instead of just be in this healing space where everything is spread out and not contained as much. So that might be something to think about if you're taking Delta 8 or you're taking CBD, to think, am I spread out right now? Am I having a hard time focusing? Because maybe I just need to bring my energy in, contain it a little bit more, and love myself. Because I think what can come up when you're all spread out and you are wonderfully relaxed, but also insecurities might come up, like, who am I now? I'm an all spread out person. Wait, am I my womb? Am I my shoulders? Or am I Aviva? I'm all spread out. I'm everything. And so you get in that mode and it's just like, bring it in. Bring it in with a smile if you can. And if emotional things come up, you got to be able to work through it. And that's where you might need a guide, and it's okay to reach out for help as well. I don't see any other intentions, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in intentions. Release resistance. Release anything you don't need. All right, we're gonna start with some Piriformis Magic. We're going to bring the left ankle over the right knee. I'm in a sitting position right now, and I'm just leaning forward. This can be hard on the knees, so adjust yourself so you don't have knee pain, and you just bring yourself forward and relax that lower back. And breathe through it. Good. And the other side, we're going to bring the right ankle over the left knee. Right knee is out and gently come forward. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to do a little containment exercise. Green juice is also good for containment. I added some green vibrance powder to my green juice today for some extra mineral grounding. And it's just kind of what I was doing earlier. Feel your qi between your hands. Contain your qi. So you can rub your hands together so you can feel that ball of qi. Just do your best to feel that energy. If you don't, just keep on focusing and going deeper. Eventually you'll feel it. It might take a few months, but don't give up. Just keep slowing down your mind and slowing down your body. Contain your energy. It's your energy. I think that's a lot of the issue in this world is people don't even know what their energy is and what it isn't because there's so many projections, so many put downs, so many praises. But none of that matters. What matters is just breathing as your own energy in the moment without any interferences, anyone trying to change you, anyone's fantasies trying to envelope you. It's just about your energy and being able to just be you in the moment, not perform for anyone, not do what's right, supposedly, just being your flow, your energy. Contain yourself. And as you feel that energy contained in a little ball, bring yourself in even more. We spread ourselves out through our thoughts, through thinking about what others will think, through thinking about what we think they think. All kinds of things. Bring it in. Bring in your energy. Don't let anyone else have it right now. This is all for you right now. Gather it up. Gather all the little parts inside. You matter. You are important. Feel your energy getting stronger and more present. Feel free to smile. Bring your energy in. You don't need validation or approval from anyone else. Bring it into you. Approve of yourself. Bring it in. You don't have to perform. You don't have to do a show. Just enjoy life in this moment right now. Feel your joy. Now, this is going to sound weird, but I want you to bring energy to your thighs. Bring energy to your thighs. Our thighs, generally speaking, do not get enough energy. And that's connected to the piriformis issues, and it's connected to knee issues, and it's connected to ab issues, because what happens is the thighs are not paid attention to, and so they end up overworking a lot of the time. Like when you're next time you're climbing upstairs, Ask yourself, am I using my thighs or am I using my abdomen? Am I using my core? Because I'm telling you, you're probably using your thighs, especially if you're feeling tired. Our hips are like generators. When we use them more, we use our thighs less and we use our stomach muscles more. So give energy to your thighs, let them relax because they're probably pretty tense from being overworked. So contain your energy in your thighs. And it almost feels, when you overwork a certain part of your body, it's very similar to overworking a certain part of your mind. So what happens is you get too spread out. So we're containing that spread out energy. Now the thighs are becoming more contained instead of feeling like they have to go every which direction. Like a rubber band about to snap, which is kind of like that sciatica issue. Okay, so we're just containing that right thigh, bringing the energy towards the thigh, saying thank you, smiling on your thigh, saying thank you for all the work you do for me. You are special. You are appreciated. You are beautiful. You're a hard worker. And I'm sorry I'm working you so hard. You need a vacation. A few more. Good. We've got some standing exercises for this as well, and the muscle tendon change form, which we'll do today. Other side, left thigh. Hello, thigh. Smile on your thigh. Contain the energy in your thigh. Bring it back. It's gotten all spread out. It's trying to walk upstairs, work too hard. It's not centered. Or it's sitting too long. Or it's being a couch potato. But even in being the couch potato, you might actually be using your thigh muscles more than anything else to hold yourself up. I'm telling you, our thighs are underappreciated and overworked. Hello, thigh. I am so sorry. I ignore you sometimes. I ignore you. It's easy to think it's your feet that are walking. But guess what? Your thighs are. We need time to relax. And we need to use our abdomens and hips more when we walk. Remember how I talked about my extreme nerves, my debilitating nerves that I had at the testimony? If you might not have seen that video because this is mostly Qi Gong students, but I have a video up. Actually, it's about making myself a nurturing meal, and so the picture is food with strawberries. So if you want to find that, I talk about how I noticed that my thighs and my hips were not relaxed, and that's what caused the debilitating nervousness, because I didn't have the qi flowing through my thighs like I thought I did. So it's an amazing tool. The body can freeze up at any moment. Any moment. You can be perfectly full of qi, and then any moment, all of a sudden, you don't feel your qi, and so you got to become the investigator, like Nancy Drew. You got to pull out your magnifying glass and say, where is my qi blocked? Because let me tell you, people, qi is always accessible to you. It is infinite energy around you at any moment. Let's do our hearts now. It's another area that gets so blocked. We forget that love is all around us. We can't even smile sometimes because we feel so much misery and stress. Give energy to your heart, people, right now. Give energy to your heart. Where's your energy blocked? At any point at any time, if you're feeling yuck, your energy is blocked somehow, and it's your job as a detective, as your own investigator, to find out, where is my energy blocked? So that you can feel good again. Neck energy, vocal energy. Let's give that some energy. This is like a pat in the Qi Gong massage moves, but it's also just a containment move, containing your energy, bringing it in. Because if it's stress, I'm telling you, it's like a pulled rubber band that spread out and spread out and spread out until it can't bounce anymore. So this containing movement helps you be more bouncy, helps you bounce back. Does that make sense now? I'm trying to explain it in so many different ways because it's so, what's the word? It's hard to explain, but it's like the definition is hard to explain and the word is a word. Contain your neck energy. Containing energy, it's kind of like hugging your energy. You know how sometimes you have a cry on your sleeve, like it wants to come out, but then that one loving person, like sometimes a grandma energy or just some big mama energy, like it hugs you. Sometimes it's an animal comes up to you with a compassionate look in its eyes, and then your tears flow. Why? Because you're being contained. That's what a hug is. It's containing your energy. It's saying you're safe. Now flow. If you're not safe to flow with your energy, then you're not being contained and you're all over the place and you'll feel messy instead of like human, like so in touch with your divine human nature. You can just cry, you can just release, you can just be the flow. You don't have to hide, you don't have to please others. You're just there with yourself, contained, not spilled on the floor, but so strong in your own energy. And it feels so good and it helps with that confident feeling. You're not doing things for anyone else. You're doing things because it's your purpose, because it's your right. Feel that voice contained, not shamed, not hidden, not silenced. Not ignored. One day at a time. Yeah, I feel like that vocal area in our bodies is screaming for attention right now on a massive scale. I hear so many people who are not grounded in their voice. We talk up here and I have to please people. Or who are just angry all the time. They're not centered in that powerful voice. The very act of talking is sometimes just so stressful for people. Let's do a group gurgle. Take a nice deep breath. Slightly constrict the vocal cords and just let out a gurgle like that also contains the vocal cords and lubricates the cords. Couple more times. Let the emotion flow as you're containing it. So that's the challenge when we're experiencing certain medicines, no matter what it is. With Delta 8, it like spread me out. But what if I contained the energy? That's when all the deeper healing happens. That's when I felt my own heartbeat in a very deep Qi level. That's when I felt I had cramps last night, and then I felt what my cramps were doing. It didn't feel like pain at all. It just felt like, wow, I'm aware of why my body needs to cramp right now. What is pulsing through those cramps, and just containing that energy and feeling my own energy with it and the healing. I think it's the opposite. I think the fragmentation, Patrick, is being spread out still. I just don't think you're containing yourself enough to feel you. And I don't think the goal is to unify. I think thinking of a goal at all can take you away from containment. If you feel like there's different parts of you that are battling and they feel uncomfortable with each other, then you can just contain one area at a time and say, okay, neck, I feel like you're fighting with the heart. Voice, I feel like you're fighting with the heart. So you know what? Let's just focus on the voice and contain you for a moment. And then we'll contain the heart. And through containment, you can definitely find those areas of you that feel disharmonious, and then you pay attention to each of them and harmonize each of them. They're all a part of you. Your very body contains and unifies every part of you by itself. So you don't actively have to unify. Just in containing your energy and acknowledging that it's all you and it's all there. And you can process it if you take the time. And you can find the smiles and the peace and release some of the negative energy. But doing the gurgle helps to release that chaos. Doing the primal screaming, in the different areas. And we could do more sound. Maybe we need to do the organ sounds today for the different parts of our body. Just let our organs speak, like the gongwa, gongwa. I don't think I have the recording on this computer though. But we can do some chants. But let's move on to our eyes, okay? Because our eyes are very important muscles in our body. Our eyes see. Our eyes see, and our eyes are connected with the third eye. So as we do these eye exercises, let's contain the eyes, because doing eye exercises, it's very easy to not feel contained. Like you want to do it really fast, but when you contain the energy, you can relax the muscles on a new level. Nearsightedness means that your eyes are not relaxed. Okay? So we're going to do a containment exercise at the same time as we stretch the eyes. So we're going to start with our up and down, and we're going to contain the eyes by putting these Qi blinders on. They're not blinding, they're holding, okay? Going up and down. Up and down, containing, okay? It's really important because even I've been practicing Qi Gong for well over 20 years. I mean, I was doing weird Qi Gong things when I was a kid. But as a teacher for 20 years. And I don't consider myself a master at all. I'm just still exploring and learning myself. So trust me, I can go out there and practice, in my yard or wherever I am and feel so focused, but I can also feel very distracted. So doing some kind of containment exercise whenever you feel distracted really helps. Now, I don't know why, but when I do my eye Qigong, I am more distracted than just about any other Qi exercise I do. So the containment really helps. Okay, up and down. I mean, it's probably because we're taking in all these visual stimulations, and it's really easy to get distracted from what we're looking at. And I think it's also because what we see affects our reality. Keep going up and down so deeply. We feel judged. We take it all in. I mean, through our ocular readings, we look at people's facial expressions. We look at our own face and we judge it. So our eye experience is probably linked with more judgment than a lot of our other parts of our body, because if you close your eyes and feel things, then you just feel more of the truth. The eyes can be deceived. Also maybe there's trust issues with, is what I see real? Because the only thing that's real is what you feel. So there's a lot of tension, in nearsightedness and eye issues. It's connected to your neck muscles, and so containing the energy while you're doing it is so helpful. Okay, we're gonna go back and forth now. So contain however you can, however feels good. Just going back and forth with the eyes. You do this. Like it's okay. You know, think about trying to keep a kitty cat or like a doggy, like when you pet the dog, they want to stay, you know, they just want to keep being pet. Well, every part of your body is like that too. They just want that attention. So if you give your eyes nice attention while you're doing this, then it wants to stay with you. Your eyes want to stay and listen to you and get the attention that you're giving them. And now in a circle to the right. Other direction, please. I'm with you, eyes. I'm with you. Stay with your eyes. Gently. Go for that ride with your eyes. Like holding the hand of a small child who's scared to go on a roller coaster or something. It's like sitting next to your eyes as you're going on this ride. And just being like, it's okay, eyes. Got this, eyes. Don't be scared of the next little movement. Okay? Now we're going to squeeze the eyes and we're going to release and blink as fast as we can. The eyes help us so much, Jeffrey. I mean, they make us see all these beautiful colors, right? They're like little cameras. But they can deceive us too. We can choose to see what's not there sometimes. Okay. Now we're going to go near and far. Now contain your energy in your eyes as you do this. Close. Look at your finger and then across the room at something. Feel very relaxed and focused. Like it's hard not to feel silly when I'm doing this. It's so weird. I can be doing the weirdest Qi Gong move and I don't feel silly, but I feel silly doing the eye exercises. I'm judging myself. Very powerful exercise. For me, it just might be because it's one of my weak spots. I'm very nearsighted. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why there's tension in my eyes, and we're working on that. I don't want to be dependent on my contacts or my glasses. I want to be free from all that. I want my eyes to see. And back and forth, following the finger. Sometimes we don't realize something's painful. We don't feel the pain because we disassociate or we just get distracted from actually staying present with it. Good. Maybe it's not that if it's pain that we're avoiding, maybe it's just judgment that we're avoiding. All right, now let's relax our eyes. So the reason why these exercises help to heal the eyes, especially nearsightedness, is because nearsightedness is a very tensed eyeball, so tense to the point that it's the shape of an egg instead of a sphere. And so it makes it harder to see clearly. So all of these exercises, if you contain your eyes, it relaxes the eyes and it reminds the eyes how to work instead of just being tensed. Peekaboo! Contain those eyes with some good qi. Feel that qi. Feel the relaxation. We have a lot of resistance to relax in the areas of our body that are tense. So be aware psychologically if you are resisting the relaxation. That's what I'm talking about. The resistance is the lack of containment. One more time. You are the one in charge. You are the one relaxing your eyes. Nobody else. Nothing to resist but your own love. That rushing is a form of resistance when you rush to the next thing. All right. We're going to do some standing stuff. Are you ready? Okay, can you see me? Move my stool forward so I have more room. And our feet are shoulder width apart, people. And I want you to just step on one foot and then the other, especially because we are doing some work with our hips today. And I want you to notice as you step left and as you step right, what are your thighs doing? Okay, do what you gotta do, down to me. Okay, what are your thighs doing? And honestly, you can do this sitting down as well. You can just like step with your right in the chair and step with the left in the chair. You know, just feel your energy. This is just whenever you change the resistance of your flow, you are just changing the experience of the muscles. So contain those thighs, contain the feet. Go ahead and lift the toes up. Stretch the toes and let them relax down. Okay? Up and down. Right. Yeah, like the friction that you feel is different when you stand up. I like that word because then it's like you can make a spark. All right, so now we're just going to do that Qi Gong movement where you sway back and forth from the right to the left and just let your arms do whatever. Notice if your hips are tense and relax your hips. Okay. Good. Come to stillness. And here we're going to do some muscle tendon change forms. So we're going to introduce it with the muscle tension change, kind of greeting. We're going to bring our hands to the gratitude mudra, and then we're going to circle the hands under. Now, for women, the right is on top, and for men, the left is on top, because that's your yin hand is on top. It's being embraced, it's being contained, it's being held by the yang expressiveness, even though the yin is a more containing energy. What's on the outside contains our yin. We are not going to shake right now. Okay, so now we are going to bring the hands, holding this, containing this bubble of energy in front of us. The knees are bent, the feet are shoulder width apart, and your thighs are not locked. The thighs are moving, and see if you can feel energy moving through the thighs. See, that would be a good thing to try if you are experiencing the same thing I experience when I take Delta 8, where I really can feel the flow of energy inside of my muscles. So really focusing on, in this position, are your thighs flowing energetically? Now bend the knees a little bit, contain this bubble, and then bring it up an imaginary tube. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then push up and up, because you're on the up and up. Back and forth. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. That's really good for the back of the shoulders. A couple more times. Wiggle, wiggle up this energy. Relax the shoulders. Relax the thighs. Now, something that happens, though, as you release energy is different parts of your body can shake. Like my thigh just started shaking a little bit, which means that it is breaking through a dam. It's breaking through a resistance of energy. And then push and push and push. Good. Am I tired? You know, the Delta 8 hangover felt like tiredness, but it was just that I wasn't contained. My energy wasn't contained. I felt emotionally exhausted because I was just working through different feelings that I was experiencing. So I was a little bit slow moving this morning. You're not doing anything wrong, but I'm not shaking either. I'm just saying that energy can cause shaking. It happens once in a while. It's one of the Qi feelings that you can experience, you know? Like right now, it feels like my wrist is kind of beating as it's releasing tension. And sometimes that can literally look like this. Sometimes when I'm doing Qi Gong, like my hand will shake. But it's not a requirement. I'm just saying it can happen. Like burps. It can happen, excuse me. My grandma's expression. A burp comes out and good health comes in. Happens a lot when we do Qigong. Okay, once again, bring the energy up a tube, an imaginary tube. That's also a lot of what tiredness is, like stuck energy in you, and then you barp it out or scream it out. And then you can flow again because the toxins are out, because the air bubbles are out. One more time, beautiful people. Feel free to smile, or at least just rest in a relaxed face. I think the more you smile, the less wrinkles you develop later in life. Keeps your face alive, circulating all kinds of energy and blood and everything. One more time. I know I keep saying one more time. Yawn it out, exactly. Okay, good. Press up, let them float down all around. Hands to your heart, circle down. We're going to rotate that right shoulder back, bringing the right hand up to the heart, holding an imaginary ball. Bring it across the body, one little flow at a time, further and further. Feeling your resistance, feeling your containment. We might have to have another Smile Power Qigong class because there's more I want to say about that. Other side, please. Or one more. Rotate that left shoulder back. That's great, Shabri. This is what you need as a drummer. You know, this is a great one for drumming. Of course I make music. Of course I dance. I sing at Golden Drops Cafe. Good, people. Let's go ahead and just rotate that left shoulder back, drop it back to the Qi Gong for a moment, and then the right. But making music and dancing are also these beautiful containments of energy that are all part of the healing process. You know, what do you want to do again next week, Shabri? Oh, the smiles. All right, and both at the same time. Yeah, we got to sit and smile for a while. Exactly. It's so healing. Like, you don't hear that expression a lot. You hear like, oh, I'm just going to sit and brood for a while and just pity potty. Like, sit and smile for a while. Reverse that energy. It's so powerful. Up and down. And that's what doing Qigong is. It's sitting and smiling for a while. Just like, how can you not smile if like you see something beautiful in nature? That's what it's like. Thanks for the thumbs up. I saw that. It makes me smile for a while. You know, it's easy to think like, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. And like, you can catch yourself doing that all the time. Like, oh, am I going to do this wrong? Is this going to suck? Instead of just being like, I'm just doing it. And I'm smiling because I'm doing it. I'm just practicing. I'm just planting and it's making me happy. And that's okay. You know, it's like when we have triggers and PTSD, doing the smallest tasks can feel like, what am I going to do wrong? Is someone going to be mad at me for doing this wrong? Instead of just being like, I'm doing it and I'm proud of myself for doing it. You know what I mean? All right, more hip stuff. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do two more. Yeah, we got time. Wrist up and down. And all the way around. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. And down. Okay, we're going to turn to the left now. We're going to bend the knees, okay? And we're like 45 degrees to the left, not completely to the left. And we're going to contain our hips here. And then we're going to do a little circle like that. And we're going to go further and further each time, relaxing those hips and relaxing those knees. Hey, Jordan, what's going on? Get some chi with us. Relax those knees. Relax those toes. Nice to see everyone here today. Notice if your hips are resisting your movement forward and if you're squeezing them or if you're just letting them relax. Open up those thighs, relax those thighs. Okay. Then we're going to go to the other side, 45 degrees to the right, bend the knees a little bit. And again, do a little circle forward. And then just circle forward a little bit further each time, okay? And you can smile about it. I'm moving my body, it's such a great thing. Look at us, so happy and free. It might seem silly, but it's really just Qi. Y'all got some beautiful Qi out there. Okay, now we're going to do some static poses that are really good for our hips too. We're going to turn to the left. I'm bending my front knee and I'm straightening my back leg. So I need to turn this, angle it down a little bit. Can you see? There we go. So that is so weird. There's a reflection right there and it looks like it says something like eat, but it's just some kind of light. Oh, it's just the light being reflected. Doesn't look like it says eat, but you see backwards from what I see. Anyway, my left knee is bent right here. My right leg is straight behind me, okay? So you can feel that you're using that glute muscle. Bring that left fist up and the right fist behind you and look at that middle finger, okay? Contain yourself. Focus. Focus, contain yourself. That's what the Delta 8 was doing for me last night. It was helping me focus and contain the beautiful energy as I was cooking. And I felt so into it. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. Right knee bent, left leg straight. See, behind. Right knee bent, right there. Right fist is in front, left fist is behind. Look at that middle finger. Contain yourself. Focus. The force. May the force be with you. We're going to turn back the other direction. Before we do, we're going to wrist up, bend it down, and then all the way around. Hands to your heart and circle down. Actually, let's do a quick stretch up to the side, stretching those wrists, okay? I know we all got that mouse hand, you know, clicking, texting over and over again. using our mouse. Stretch it out. Okay, relax. All right, we're going to bend the left. Actually, we're going to turn to the left, but we're bending that right knee and we're straightening the left leg. Okay, see that? Bending the right. Now that might give some pressure to the hip, so just do what feels comfortable to you. We're going to bring that right hand to the lower back and the left hand is in front of us, and we're going to look at the middle finger. Focus. And the other side, please. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight, left hand to the lower back, and right hand in front of you, looking towards that middle finger. Now this off, I guess I've come a long way, but this often makes my hips shake, like I was talking about earlier. Just open it up. Don't judge, don't criticize, don't think, oh, why does my middle finger look weird? Just look at it and just focus. Love yourself. Good. Wrist up and down, all around. Hands down and circle down. Good. One more, finally. And then we're going to go to our feet and our hand stretches. We are going to open up the legs a little bit wider, okay? And then we're going to clasp the hands together here. The feet are on the ground, and we're going to push the energy down. Bending, circle up, hands up to the heart. And we're going to go around and around. Can you contain yourself while you're doing this? If you're feeling joy, that's a good sign that you're containing yourself. Your smile can contain you and others, just like a hug. I think sadness, pure sadness, can contain others as well. You know, like when you're like watching someone cry and you're contained, you're paralyzed. You want to be there for them. It contains that moment. But I think also just like people being like, fighting is the opposite of containment. It's disbursement. How do you contain that? You know, how do you communicate instead of confront? Is the same thing. How do you contain instead of disperse? And I think when there's confrontation, we want to disperse. We want to get away, flight or fight. We don't want to contain the negative energy, but maybe there's a way to contain positive energy in that moment. So interesting, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to bring the right hand to the upper back and then the left on top of that. Now remember, don't do this if you have any blood pressure issues, but otherwise we're going to hang over. Okay, and then we're going to switch sides. So now the left hand is first, and then the right's on top of that. Okay, and down. I mean, our facial expression is a clue. Like if you're like this, like, am I doing it right? What am I supposed to be feeling? I don't know what I'm feeling. You know, that's not a relaxed smile face. You get something completely different out of the stretch when you're like, this is awesome. Instead of like, what's that pain I'm feeling? What am I doing? You can catch yourself. Let's cross our right foot over the left and just hang down. Relax that lower back. Again, if you have blood pressure issues, don't do this. Just do some standing Qi or something. Okay, the other side. See if you can smile. Dang it. I know, because we're all connected, and I do things like that. So obviously other people do. We're all human, right? All right, so let's stretch the hand. And then one finger at a time, starting with the thumb. Okay. And then the whole hand. The whole hand again. And I'm still sending you love for your doggy, Shapri, that left this plane. Matt is his name, right? Sending so much love to Matt. And then the whole hand. On the other side. Good. Together. Now, stretch. Ooh. Nice little stretch here. And we're going to switch sides, beautiful people. We're going to sit and smile in this boring class, because boring is containing. And it's focusing on the mundane. And it's good to be bored together. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go to our feet now. We're going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction. All right, give ourselves a little foot massage. Very important. The foot connects with all the organs. And then pull the toe away from the foot. Okay. All right. And rotate the whole ankle in both directions. And then bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the foot. And then rub between the toes. There might be some stuck energy there. Such a simple movement, and it can be so profound. Okay, now we're going to press on the bottom of the foot somewhere, or maybe it's on the top area or between the toes. You're going to find a pressure point, and you're going to hold that for 20 seconds. So like a trigger point where you feel like, there's a little pain there. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Don't press too hard. Don't hurt yourself. But press hard enough so you feel like you can break that dam. Get a nice release. Shouldn't feel like a shooting pain, just kind of like a dull pain. You know, like the pain when someone massages you, but they're releasing it at the same time. But it's not like, ah! All right, and rub around there. Tap. Brush, and then we're going to find that point under the knee. There's another trigger point, like 2 or 3 fingers down. Do what feels good for you. Hold that for 20 seconds. Thanks for the money and the presents and the gifts and the gold. Y'all can zell me. at Aviva and the Flying Penguins at yahoo.com. If you want to tip me for class today, I would appreciate that. That would be amazing. Up to you. All right, and over the knee, like 5 or so. Fingers up. Find another pressure point. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 12, 11, 10. Well, I am just craving some pure water right now. I don't know about you all. The energy is flowing through me, so I will just say you are all looking good. As we go to the other foot, rotating each toe a few times in each direction. Yeah, it's really interesting, like when I look back on my videos and when I'm doing the class, I might be smiling, but then when I check my email or I look at messages, sometimes I'm like I'm making a read the message face. Why can't I be smiling when I'm reading the messages? It's because like I'm trying to do something right or I'm trying to do something correctly. And so I have the face like, oh no, am I going to read something that I don't understand or something? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. Technology is just so weird, but thank God for it because we're able to connect right now. Rub between your toes. Okay, and now we're going to find a trigger point under the foot. I mean, anywhere on the foot. 20 seconds. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, and now rub around the ankle, tap, and brush. And under the knee, there will be some kind of a trigger point, some kind of a point. It just kind of feels like stress, like kind of like maybe like kind of soreness a little bit. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 15, 14. Can you remind me what your first name is, Dance Me? Okay. And then up on top of the knee, in the thigh area, find a trigger point. 20, 19, 18, 15, 14, 13. And tap. And brush. Okay, good, everyone. That is about it. We probably should do our throat as well. Might want to wipe off your hands from all your foot touching. And open up the right hand into a V. Bring it around the left ear and scoop down until you swallow. And then give yourself a nice little massage. Do that 2 more times. And the other side. Very good, my friends. Any questions before we close class today? Really enjoyed class with you. Thank you so much for sticking around and for joining me today and raising the vibrations of yourself and therefore the whole entire world. It is tradition to bow out. So let's go ahead and do that. It's, optional bow. Fill yourself with gratitude as you thank all the lineage holders, Qi Gong, and all the teachers, and fill yourself with gratitude and compassion as you spread this out to the whole entire omniverse. Okay, beautiful people. Go for it, Jabri. Give me 5 on your Qi prodigal activities. Proud of you. And I'll see you all Monday for maybe some smiley Qi Gong. And hopefully you'll be seeing a video from me soon, another Sunday songwriting. Either way, I will be with you on Sunday Night Live. So I will see you then. Have a great, great Wednesday and a great rest of your week. And see if you can fill in any of the blanks, any of the blank spaces in your moments in your life with a smile.